Kennesaw State University, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my pops. He know who he is. One thing. I would hope so. I know y'all see the hoodie. Guys, man, I know this video is about to be all over the place because this is like 3 days worth of footage because I'm trying to be like the cool kids on YouTube who take multiple days. Y'all don't care. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, today we are at Kennesaw State University. Big Al, nigga, he's come out. We're gonna be asking the people deep questions. I don't know why that lady just gave me an evil eye. My name is Fada Dami. This has been another shitty intro. And if you don't watch until the end of the video, you're gonna have bad luck for the rest of your life. Thank you, bye. I'm a bit thirsty. I'm sorry. What is your biggest regret?
I try not to live with regret because I think about it differently. I think that it all happens for a reason. That builds character. Now you know for next time. Maybe like in relationships, but...
Talk your shit. What do you mean by that?
Often when times get tough, I push away the people that love me and care for me the most. And then I'm always upset with myself at the end when I realize I'm lonely and alone and I got nobody to talk to. But I'm the reason I push them away because I like to hurt alone. I have plenty of people that care for me. When times get tough, it's like a smoke screen. I can't really see it.
And I go through a lot of shit on my own. There's benefits to it, like nobody see you at a low point, but sometimes like at a low point, that's when you need people the most. You rarely come across people you can trust enough to hurt with, but when you do, hold on to those people.
When I was in 10th grade, I had a boyfriend and I got caught up. But I felt like after that, I realized he was the one, and so I should never did what I did.
What you mean you got caught up?
You know.
You got caught up.
Got caught up. It made me realize how much I really love him. Yeah.
Focus on yourself, Kings. You know, making my mom sad, like, due to the decisions that I put myself in. But other than that, I don't regret anything else because it's making me into the man that I am today. One thing me and my mom didn't have coming up a little bit was communication. As I got out of my situation, you know, I started talking to my mom more. Like, whether it was the little things, just to build a relation with her, because I don't want my mom just to be my mom. I want my mom to be like my friend, like I'm saying. Like, that's my rock. I do everything for her. If you had one message to tell your mom right now, what would you say? Just hold on, it's coming. I got you. Lovely. That shit was deep. I bet, can you hold the camera straight?
Staying in a relationship lasts past time. I know that it's time to end. It takes up a lot of energy, and then you end up wasting both your time and their time.
What did you learn from that experience?
Know your worth, know what you want, put yourself accountable to that. Make sure that you're not settling for less.
Can I get a lovely real quick?
Lovely?
It's windy.
What's your biggest?
Not being emotionally available for a person who deserved it.
Can we name drop, please?
No.
Basically say, like, you want shit to that person.
No. Just more so, like, I feel like I had some growing up to do. Sometimes growth comes at the sacrifice of people you care about. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that resulted in that way, and I lost that person. And now, next time something like that comes around, I'm gonna be better.
I like that.
You know who you are! What is one question that you've always wanted the answer to?
The first girl I ever loved. Was I not enough?
Talk to me. What happened in that situation?
There wasn't any communication. Like, I thought everything was fine, but she thought like there was a lot going on. I'm nervous talking about that.
Nah, you're good. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
I guess I just wasn't enough for her.
One thing I learned a long time ago is that if it's not the right person, you can't prevent the inevitable. All you have to be is enough for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And the right person gonna fall in line with that.
That's what I'm trying to learn right now.
You said for real?
Yeah. So
Bet.
I'm gonna do me and f what everybody else thinks.
Come on. Hey, say lovely real quick.
Say what?
Damn it. No one ever gets it the first time. You wanna hold it?
I've always wanted to know why I got a whooping from both my mom and dad when I went to go find my brothers, and then I did this marathon and I got in trouble for not coming back home.
So you got a whooping for your mom and dad
Both.
because you ran a marathon to then, and after the marathon you was trying to find your brothers.
No, I was supposed to go find my brothers.
Let it go and let God handle it.
What is one secret / confession that you haven't told anybody?
I was really going through it like a year ago. I never told nobody that. I didn't tell my dad, my parents. Like, it was just something I had to think it out by myself.
Why you feel like you have to do that?
Because it was my own conflict. I used to like portray my own difficulties on like other people. I had to fix that for myself.
Yeah.
Before I like.
I'm already knowing. It's like some battles that you had to deal with on your own because you didn't want other people to fall victim to it.
Exactly.
I've
gone through a lot of dark times where I've thought about, not being here anymore, things like that. And, I'm glad I'm still here, but it's not something I really share with a lot of people.
It doesn't get rid of your pain. All it does is it passes it on to other people who love you, and then it's an unending cycle of suffering. During that trials and tribulations, when you're trying to see the value of life, that's kind of when you find the beauty in it, you know what I mean? Because you find things worth living for.
This one a spicy one. I like girls. Never told nobody that. Ooh, college got me like, ooh.
Y'all follow her. Y'all sing on y'all girl.
Coming out part, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so why do you feel like you've never told anybody that?
People are weird. I'm sorry, Mom. That's why I ain't never told nobody. I don't know how my family gonna react.
Don't fight who you are, because you're just gonna drive yourself on the brink of insanity, man. Love what you love, and bump everybody else. No cap.
Yeah, it's your life.
Facts. What is one secret/confession you never told anybody? I'll answer it first.
Okay. Wait, you want me to ask you?
Yeah, ask me.
What is one secret or confession that you never told anybody?
Hold on, this bus is a paid actor. It's almost like we're on the side of a shoot or something. So when I was younger, I used to watch Very Odd Parents a lot. There was this one specific episode where Timmy Turner wished that he was never born. He saw how life would be and how everyone's life was just tremendously better if he was never there. That was the first moment of my life where I was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never do it. It was more so like the notion, like, how would people react if I just disappeared one day? And it just kind of had me thinking, like, people who have those thoughts, they're a lot more like-minded than you think. We've all thought about this at least once or twice or a couple times in our lives, but there's always this thing in the back of our hands called logic saying, oh, we would never do this because of this, that, and the third. Who's to say that's not the same truth for those people? However, one day, at a very sad point of their lives, that logic doesn't show up, and they inevitably fall prey to their emotions.
No, I definitely feel that I've had my lowest moments too. I actually am a thyroid cancer survivor. That played a really big mental journey for me. It was really hard, but it made me come out of it more appreciative of every day. Once you kind of have your life flashing before your eyes, you become grateful for anything that happens, and you take it as not living with regrets, but living as if that was meant to happen, why, and how can I use it to move on.
What is one experience that changed your life?
What is one experience that changed your life?
My first heartbreak. That definitely changed my life. Not in the sense where I'm a different person, but in the sense that I view certain things differently.
You told me
This is
never
not the-
been in love.
I won't call it heartbreak, but I got hurt. Damn, you spent all my business up on the camera like that? I feel like I've kind of had this carefree persona in the sense
Like
of...
nonchalant?
I wouldn't say, why are you saying that? Why are you trying to gaslight me right now? Just more so like, I just don't let things get to my head. Like, what's meant to be will be.
I was incarcerated. It showed me like it's okay to lose everything as long as you believe, you know what I'm saying? You believe you're gonna get out the situation, everything's gonna be okay. Like, I used to care about who I lost. I learned patience and I learned forgiveness and I learned to accept.
My mom got sick when I was really, really young. She had raised me to be a man by like the age of like, I want to say 10. It flipped everything because like 10 years of my life, she was taking care of me, and then like for the rest of my life, now I'm taking care of her. But I can only thank my mom because doing that changed me. I'm the better man that I ever would have been if that never happened to me.
The only reason why people associate wisdom with age, because statistically speaking, the longer you've been on the planet, the more shit you done been through. But sometimes reality hits people at a very young age, and that creates, those knowledgeable people. If you had one message to tell your mom right now, what would you say?
I love you. I appreciate you for every single thing you've done for me to the grave. That's my dog.
My brother got kicked out of our house just because of a lot of familiar differences. My parents are really conservative. They're immigrants, so they have just a completely different mindset. My brother was more of like a progressive person. He is more like outspoken and open-minded and understanding about stuff. They had a really big argument. My brother practically raised me because my parents were always working. He does not come back home anymore just because of stuff like that. So seeing my family kind of tear apart was really hard.
It's such that protecting your peace has to come at the sacrifice to a lot of relationships. It could have been a situation where he was battling his peace for years and he finally decided to put his peace first, but that just came at the sacrifice. He didn't get to see you as much. But if you have one message to tell your brother right now, what would it be?
I'm glad you stood up for yourself, and I'm glad you're in a better place, even if it meant doing what you had to do.
Lovely. Hey, go ahead and say lovely for me real quick.
What did you say? Sorry.
Link in bio for merch, please.
Recently, like on New Year's, my grandfather passed away. We came together, and it was sad, but it was really wholesome at the same time. But we all got to say goodbye. We all got to talk to him. It was beautiful, but it was just like heart opening, I would say.
What is something that someone has told you that'll stick with you forever?
I say live your life.
Family doesn't always mean everything. Yeah.
Sometimes family is full of a bunch of strangers who just so happen to have the same last name as you.
That you truly never know somebody.
Stop stressing over things that I cannot control.
If you stress about shit you can't control, it'll drive you on the brink of insanity. Because no matter how much stressing you do, it ain't gonna change anything. Say it with me.
Lovely.
There you go. He knows. I'm not forcing him to wear the shirt, I promise. Anyways, you mother.
I guess it was a story. A friend of mine's friend had a girlfriend who got pregnant, who eventually didn't want his baby and told him, like, it's because you're broke. Like, the whole time, they were great. You never really know people until they show you who they are.
Like, I don't want to be controversial here, but like a lot of women would not marry/date a man if he's broke. But when it comes to vice versa, it's not the same. There's loopholes when it comes to like social standards and everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know a lot of women taking care of men, unfortunately, out here. It's, you know, they live with them, they drive them to work, they helping them get a job. But I also know a lot of women using men.
The son is a paid actor, bro. Like, let's come on, bro.
Back in, I think it was 6th or 7th grade, me and my friends were playing some weird make-believe game. I remember the art teacher, we were all scared of her. She came up to us three and said, "You three are gonna make it in life."
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a completely random, trippy, out of order, weird, lovely video. You feel what I'm saying? If you haven't already, make sure you tap the post notifications, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe is not a word. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, man. Oh, if you made it to the end of the video, man, make sure you comment the word lavender. Lovely. Go get the merch.